Morning. I'm going on my breakfast samosa mission. It's become a daily thing now. I'm going to get fat if I'm not careful. It's not too far of a walk, it's about 5 minutes to the clock tower from our hostel. And the best samosa shop in the whole of India, apparently.
His body is loose, okay? Yeah? This one is okay? And this no?
Yeah.
No?
Yes. Ah!
You enjoying this?
Yeah. This.
It gives and it takes, remember it, Kate, India. It's giving to you right now. Yeah, I feel better. Yay! Thank you.
Old time. My father 14 years. Is more is people is problem and me is 10 years. And more people is put in. Is no money. No money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it kinesiology? Yeah. Yeah. It's actually really nice.
You gonna do it as well? Why not?
I'm fine. Much better, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really good. Painful, but good. Cool then.
It looks bright.
Very bright.
Very dusty.
Always.
Guess where we're going? Back up the hill again. We're heading to the radio tower and we're actually going to get right to the top this time and see what's there. Apparently there's eagle feeding going on at the fort. I don't know if we're going to catch it in time though. Let's have a look. Not this again.
Hey,
What are their names this time?
I don't want to give them names, they're too sleepy.
Too sleepy?
Yeah.
Sleepy things not deserve names?
Look at him, he's in track or her.
It's your mate again, Amy. Amy, what Illuminati?
I was just looking at this guy.
The dog in the lake?
Yeah, he's got the right
He's so
idea.
far away. I don't know, I wouldn't want to go in that water.
No, me either. Go down.
Yeah. Like we're walking down a never-ending MC Escher painting.
Yeah. Covered in dog shit.
Just keeps going. I think I call this place Crazy Stairs. This is what happens when you go out without water.
Yeah.
All of the plans get called off.
It's 37 degrees today, I think.
37.
It was 36 at 10 o'clock this morning.
It is outrageously hot.
Yeah, when I went and sat on the roof, it's 36 degrees.
Yeah.
But it's like...
You can't go out without water for
we've
any
been out-
more than
we've
about
been out
10
for
minutes.
Like 10 minutes. We had to come back and get water. But it's like dead heat though. There's no breeze, nothing today.
It's insane.
Unless you're really high up. But then the higher up you go, the less places there are to get water.
I'm
so-
almost glad we came back early.
Yeah, I don't feel good. My head hurts quite a lot actually. What's now?
Oh, dead mouse. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, what has your favourite thing been about Jaipur so far?
Samosas. There's a pretty banging samosa place down by the clock tower and I've been eating those every single day and it's 16 rupees, which is about 16p for a massive samosa. That's super dense. Eat 2 of those, you're done for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive considering how much you normally eat as well.
Yeah, true. Well, we've been eating a lot more fat since arriving in India. My capacity for food is definitely diminished. We've been eating a lot less because you're not hungry because of the heat. We're heading to Udaipur next. We're getting a bus tomorrow morning, which will be a long journey. I think it's about 5 or 6 hours. That's the City of Lakes, and they won Best City in the World 2009.
Just been milking it for the last 7 years.
Exactly. So we'll see how that is. It should be very picturesque and a bit quieter again. Further south we go, it's getting quieter. And then it looks like we're going to fly south to Goa because otherwise it is a logistical nightmare getting overnight trains over and over again until we've got far enough south because it's such a huge distance. So Hopefully it's a really weird rickety plane and we survive.
Just looking at your tan line.
Don't look at my tan line. I have a hat tan line.
It's almost impressive.
No. Don't see anything. I'm going to have to wear a hat for the rest of my life. Right, we are just heading down the road to find a cash point. I haven't used a cash point in India before, but they're all behind glass doors, like super high security. What have you found? Oh my god.
Little puppy stampede. Hello.
You know the secret. That guy was the puppy whisperer. Oi. Explain to the camera what's going on.
I don't need to explain, just look at it. It just doesn't look natural.
What?
Just the weirdest models for those leggings.
For the fattest bummed ladies in the world. Didn't work?
Nope.
So how confusing was that cash point?
I didn't like either of our cards very much. The first one was okay, but the Mondo card didn't work in it. It was a pain. The second one was completely in Hindi. I had no idea. You'd put the card in, you had to wait for ages. Like to the point where you're like, oh, it's not doing anything. So you take the card out and then you get an angry message for taking the card out. But again, all in Hindi. It just had a little sad crying face in the bottom of the corner.
Oh.
So then we went to another one, which was in English, but again, same thing. You put your card in and then you have to wait for ages. And then yeah, I think I was in there for a solid like 2 minutes, just waiting. And
Way more complicated than it needs to be.
so we ended up going back to the first one, which then wouldn't let me get out the amount of money we wanted to get out. But it doesn't say like, oh, because you know how at home it says like there's not enough cash in the cash point or whatever. It just says select another amount. So you try to put another amount in, but obviously there's no option to do that. So you have to put the card in and start the whole thing again. So actually it's taken us half an hour to get out the equivalent of £100.
But we did get a weird samosa thing.
We did get a weird samosa thing, which Francis has been doing some Googling to see whether I can have it, and I'm not convinced it's what he Googled, but it tasted really good. So we'll see if I get really ill just in time for the 5.5, 6 hour journey we've got tomorrow.
Yay.
On a bus with no toilet.
Whoa! We're gonna miss this fort. Guess what I've ordered?
A feast.
2 malai koftas, 2 plain rice, 2 naan breads, cauliflower and potato,
Amazing.
2 cokes, and 2 bottles of water.
Good choice.
Is that
It's a
enough food?
feast. Last night feast.
A last night feast.
Yeah. If anybody ever comes to India and wants to have the best Indian food I think we've had since we've been here, come to
this
Baba Haveli and
Baba
get
Haveli.
the malai kofta.
That's it, Baba Haveli all the way.
That's all we've eaten since we've been here.
And run by possibly the nicest man in India.
And his
Nicest
family.
man in the world.
And his family.
And his family.
Yeah?
You gotta like pull it back when you throw it and then like pull it back.
I'm not going to be any good at this.
Just throw it as hard as you can and whip it back. Yeah!
See, this is much better. This is much more fun than yo-yos.
This is an insane amount of food.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.